Maine lobstermen fear they will see major losses because of new federal regulations. Among other restrictions, an area more than 950 square miles in the Gulf of Maine will be off limits for traditional lobstering for several months a year.
News Center Maine's Hannah Deneen has reaction tonight from those who say the new rules go way too far and others who say they don't go far enough. She joins us now from Portland's working waterfront. Hannah.
Hi, Pat and Cindy. Well, these new regulations put in place by NOAA just on Tuesday, it's an effort to protect the endangered right whale. But one Maine lobsterman I spoke with says it puts the industry in a serious pinch.
Everybody's doing the best they can right now, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a concern on every fisherman's mind.
Winter Harbor-based lobsterman and state representative Billy Bob Falkingham has been dropping traps in Maine waters for 3 decades.
Came as a shock because closures weren't even on the table for us.
Blindsided by NOAA's move to close more than 950 square miles of federal water to traditional lobstering, October through January starting this year.
For an offshore fisherman, those are the 4 peak fishing months. And many of us offshore fishermen will catch up to 3/4 of our annual earnings in those 4 months.
According to NOAA, this area of water is a hotspot for the endangered right whales. And closing this area prevents one of their leading causes of death, entanglement with fishing gear.
We're looking at a species that's numbering just more than 350. Extinction is in the conversation here.
Gib Brogan, an Oceana senior campaign manager, also a relative of a News Center Maine employee, says he would have regulations go further.
Sound management says to get the risk away from the hotspot habitats, and that's exactly what the restricted areas are doing.
Groups like Oceana say innovation, the use of buoyless or ropeless traps, is the key.
The lobster fishery can adapt and remain profitable, and we don't have to sacrifice either the whales or the lobster.
But even without that innovation, these changes will already cost millions. And according to the Portland Press-Herald, there's never been a right whale death linked to Maine lobstering.
Those of us that fish those waters, most of us have never encountered a right whale in our lives.
All 4 of Maine's federal delegates have expressed united opposition to the rule. Now it will be on their shoulders to press the Biden administration to change it.
This is going to have an impact on lobster fishermen all across the coast.
So the concern here is that the lobstermen who traditionally would be fishing in that area, what they're going to do is they're going to move, and they're going to move into areas that are already occupied. I'm told that the biggest problem is that there's not a lot of room on bottom. When these traps drop, they could spread for half a mile, and then the fishermen have to be concerned about having traps overlap with other traps. So a lot of ripple effects, Pat and Cindy, and we'll be waiting to see how it unfolds starting in just a month in October.
All right, Hannah Deneen, thank you so much.